If you're not already selling on Poshmark, now is definitely the time. We're going to go over all the new features on Poshmark and why you should be using their platform. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Crystal from Rosie's Closet, and today we're going to talk about Poshmark. So Poshmark has added a bunch of new features and new categories to their platform, and I think that you'll be excited to see some of these things. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you right now. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen with you, and you can see that right now we are on the Poshmark blog. So if you've never been to the blog before or you don't know the website, I have put the link in the description down below. You can go there, check it out. They're always putting new updates and new features and things like that on their blog, so you should be reading it regularly if you're a Poshmark seller or you're interested in getting started on Poshmark. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, Poshmark released a bunch of new categories that we can now list on, and I want to share them all with you. I'm looking over here because I have this other screen that's much larger over here. My camera's right here. So first we've got new personal care categories. So before you could only list in certain categories. They did allow things like makeup, but they had to be brand new and packaged. But they didn't allow things like soap and bath bombs. However, there have been some changes. So now we have a skincare category. And I'm not going to read every single one of them, just a couple. So now in the skincare category, you're allowed to list eye creams, moisturizers, peels, toners, makeup removers. We have hair. So now you can list hairspray, shampoo, styling, things for your hair, wigs and extensions. You weren't allowed to list those things before. For bath and body, now you can list your bath soaks, your body washes. You can list hand soap, tanning lotions, or suntan screeners. In the men's category, now you can list different grooming items, so cleansers, hair cares, moisturizers, things like that, sun care. And as well as in the kids category, you can now list bath and body, hair care, moisturizer, sun care, and tools. Okay, now here's the fun stuff. Games and toys. Yay! Okay, so now for the kids section, we can list action figures, building sets and blocks, dolls and accessories, learning toys, cars and vehicles, puzzles and games. Okay, so before we couldn't list toys, we could only list kids' clothing, and I believe it was some stuffed animals you could list, but now they've opened it up and we have toys and games. So also for the home, in the home section or the home category, you can list board games, card games, puzzles, and outdoor games as well. Okay, so now here is the regular apparel, accessories, and home categories. However, they've kind of widened them and added some additional categories to make it easier for buyers to find your items. So they've added things like jackets and coats, off-the-shoulder sweaters, bodysuits and jerseys, sports bras, face masks. So face masks have to be the non-medical grade, so not the N95s, but they can be like fabric masks or homemade masks are fine. So then in the men's category, they've added belt bags and toiletry bags, as well as jerseys and face masks. And then in the kids section, they've added jerseys and face masks as well. And in home, they've added mugs, water bottles, thermoses, barbecue, and grilling tools. So this is pretty exciting. So if you're not already a Poshmark seller, you should definitely click the link that's down there in the description below, and that is a referral code. So I will get $5 if you sign up, and you'll get $5 for yourself as well, and you can use that to purchase something off of Poshmark if you want. But it's definitely a time that if you're listing on other platforms to cross-post to Poshmark, because now you can upload so many different categories, you know, with the toys being added and mugs and all different kinds of things now that you can sell on Poshmark that you couldn't before. So it's pretty exciting. So another new feature that has come to Poshmark is reposhing. Now, I have seen this on other reselling platforms to where you can purchase something on their platform, and if you decide that you want to resell it, maybe you actually bought it for resale, or maybe you bought it, you wore it a few times, you didn't like it, or maybe it didn't fit, or whatever the case, you decide you don't want it any longer and you want to resell it. You can actually go to My Purchases, where you bought the item, click on the item that you purchased, and there is a button there that says to reposh. This is super cool. So you just hit reposh and it starts to create a listing for you. So it just fills in some of the general areas that need to be filled in for a listing, and then you need to add your own pictures, but then the rest of the listing pretty much is created for you. So you add your own pictures and the price that you want to sell it for, and then just post it. Easy peasy. Okay, so if you're not already selling on Poshmark, you should definitely give it a try. There's lots of new categories to test out. And to make the pot even sweeter, today, which is July 11th, if you're watching this later, sorry, you kind of missed out on this part. However, they're always running all different kinds of contests and things like that. So for today, though, until midnight Pacific Standard Time, they are having their Love It or List It challenge. Every hour on the hour, 3 people will win $50, and there will be one grand prize winner of $500. So every time you list an item, your closet is put into a hat, and then on the hour they draw out 3 names that will win $50. I don't know if you guys remember or not, or if you've been following me that long, but I think it was a little over a year ago, I actually won the grand prize, and this was right around Christmas time, so I won $1,000, so that was pretty amazing. So, you know, people do win these contests. It's real. Trust me. I have won. But, yeah, definitely check out their platform. There's so many new cool features right now, and I think you are really going to enjoy it. It's so easy to list on Poshmark and so easy to print your shipping labels. Shipping is simple. It's just one fee. Priority shipping, $7.11. If your package happens to be over the 5 pounds that is allowed for the $7.11, then there's a button underneath your regular shipping label where you can request a larger weight limit, and you just have to pay the difference. So it's so simple to use Poshmark. I definitely suggest that you give it a try. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me today. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, and if you like my video, give it a thumbs up. And then on your way out, hit the little bell next to the subscribe so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.